there's nothing you can say that's going to change what happened, so let's drop it.
I'm not going to let you walk out like this, not believing what you do.
I want to be alone, okay? Just leave me alone so I can think.
All right, I'll wait here until you get back. Will you talk to me then?
No, I don't want to talk to you then. I don't want to see you again.
Mary.
I'm sorry.
I guess heaven hath no fury like an ex-nun scorned.
You caused all of this. This is all you're doing, isn't it?
I know it.
Damn you. You think you've gotten what you wanted, don't you?
No, not yet. I want you, Mason, that's all. I want you voluntarily, but since you won't come to me that way, I'll have to force it.
You don't have to. And you never will. I'm going to patch things up with Mary somehow. And after I do that, I'm going to make you pay for what you've done.
Mason, stop it. You're hurting me.
Hurting you? I ought to kill you.
You can see how much area the fire's already covered. Wind keeps up like this, they're not going to be able to contain it.
Oh, my God, poor him.
I know. Just hang on, Santana. My dad got a head start of maybe a half hour. He should be coming up that road from Santa Barbara to Lake Casitas.
They've had that road blocked for quite a while now. They may not have gotten through.
Sophia left a lot earlier with Brandon. They could be down there now. If anything happens to Brandon.
Is that your son?
Brandon. His name is Brandon.
What are we gonna do?
Sure. What I think maybe we should do is turn around now and try to find a safe place. A place where we'll be safe. What do you think? You think that's a good idea?
But where?
I don't know, baby, but we'll find a place. Don't you worry. Find a place somewhere.
Mommy was in a fire once. I wish I had my compass Lionel gave me.
You don't understand, officer. I have to get through.
Nobody goes in there. I just hope that we've gotten everybody out by now.
That is the point, sir. A woman drove a small boy into that area, just up to that scout camp.
I know the camp, but it was evacuated early this afternoon.
Now, that's the point. That is the whole point. That I don't think... She just drove in there about an hour ago. Maybe she didn't even know about the evacuation. Look, they're beyond that reach, and I've got to get in there.
Sir, you are wasting your breath. We have a fire here that's out of control, and I'm not letting you or anybody else walk in there. Now, please, turn your car around and get out of here.
I am not going anywhere until I know they're safe.
No, it's nothing serious, Kelly. It's just that I have some papers that need Eden's signature. Yeah, I just thought maybe you know where she is. Oh, I see. Well, no, I'll probably be hearing from her before too long. Okay, thanks very much. Sorry to have bothered you.
Is Miss Capwell here, Dave?
No, I'm sorry, Inspector Castillo, she isn't.
Well, have you heard from her? You have an idea when she's expected?
No, she hasn't called in today at all.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Hello, Cruz.
Kirk, seems like I run into you every place I go. What are you doing here?
Waiting for someone. He hasn't shown up yet. Be glad to buy you a drink as long as I'm waiting.
No thanks.
Well, I've got something to say to you, too. Might be of some benefit to you.
I'll run the risk.
Actually, Eden asked me to find you.
Eden asked you to find me?
Yeah.
Why?
She wanted me to get you a message. So why don't you come on back and get it?
Okay. We're gonna be all right here. We'll go inside and I'll get you something to drink.
Sophia, I'm scared.
Oh, honey. There's nothing to be scared about, baby. We are gonna be fine. Let's get you that drink of water, okay?
I'm thirsty.
Sure you're thirsty, honey. Get you some water. It's awful hot out there.
Sophia?
Huh?
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. What's that? There's nothing to be scared about. It's just, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. It's just a little uncomfortable out there, that's all. We'll be all right.
Is the fire all around us?
Honey, I honestly don't know. But I'll tell you what, I think we should be prepared for whatever happens. So, do you know what we're going to do now?
What?
I'm going to look around here and you can help me. We're going to find some pots or some pails or anything we can find. We'll fill them with water and then I'm going to soak down your jacket and do the same thing to my sweater.
Why?
Well, because in case this place gets smoky, just in case, it's going to be better to breathe through a wet cloth.
Have you ever been in a fire?
Brandon, you know, I've been in just about everything that you can imagine. Hey, and I'm still here. There's nothing to be scared about.
I'm glad you're with me.
Thank you, Brandon. Oh, I'm glad you're with me, too.
Let's get out of the jacket.
Thank you.
Listen.
I know. It's the wind. It's not going to be very good for those firefighters, is it?
I hope Smokey the Bear's out there someplace to help them.
Sir, I don't care who you are or what your reason is, but it would be plain suicide for you to try to go in there now.
My grandson.
I understand that, but you don't even know where he is, and if you did, you couldn't get to him. Besides, chances are he's already been gotten out.
I'm trying to tell you. They went in there after the evacuation.
Sir, I don't have time to argue with you. The answer is no. Henry, are you there? Can you give me a rundown of what's happened up at your end? Hello? Henry, this is Frank. Do you read me? Over.
Excuse me, officer.
What is the trouble now?
I'm sorry, my car, I forgot to tell you, my car's broken down. Do you know?
Look, mister, I have enough on my hands right now. I don't have time to talk to you.
Frank, it's me, Henry. We got a guy up here who's trying to move 2 or 3 horses from his ranch. Can we send him down your way?
Yeah, it's not too bad down here, but you better tell him to make it fast. Henry, I was trying to reach you a minute ago. What's your situation up there?
Stop it, Mason. I don't like being threatened.
Well, you deserve more than threats. And if you've ruined what I have with Mary, I'll see you get what you deserve.
You've already said that.
It's like a sickness with you, isn't it? You can't stand seeing other people be happy around you.
You and I could have been happy, but you just led me on. You made me believe I was the one you cared about.
You're not. And I told you that.
Now you tell me, finally. You finally decide now, after all this time, you have to be honest with me?
You are blackmailing me, Gina. That's not the way to get people to be honest with you.
I didn't want to lose you.
Well, you've lost me now.
Have I? What about your father's will?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You can't hold that over my head any longer. In fact, I want it. I want you to go upstairs and get it from wherever you've hidden it. Bring it to me. We'll put an end to this will threat once and for all. I said go get it, Gina.
Stop it, Mason. You're hurting me. I hate you when you're like this.
Well, you better get used to being treated this way. It's the only way you deserve. Now, you're going to go upstairs and get the will, or do I have to go up there and tear your room apart until I find it?
But you won't find it because it's not there.
No, if you're going to look for it, I don't trust a word you say anymore.
No, Mason, don't.
Aha, I thought so. It is there, isn't it? I wasn't sure before, but I am now.
You don't have any right to go into my room.
Gina, let me go. Gina!
All right, why don't we dispense with the social preliminaries and you just give me the message?
Oh, look, a little civility shouldn't tax you all that much, Cruz. Why don't you just loosen up, have a drink with me?
Kirk, I'd rather choke and die.
You know, it's amazing, but Eden's always been telling me about how much finesse you have. How is it that I'm never aware of the evidence of it?
Well, what can I tell you, man? I guess some people just don't bring out the finesse in me. Now, why don't we cut the chit-chat and you just say what you got to say? If I'm going to waste my time, I'd rather do it in pleasant company.
You know, I mean, I really doubt that you would have made it in the diplomatic corps.
That's fine. You can eat the message, man. I'll get it from Eden straight.
Oh, come on, Cruz. Now, wait, calm down. Come on back here. Here's what she asked me to tell you.
What are you doing with that?
Well, I'm returning it to you. I mean, Eden isn't interested in marrying you now, Cruz, so she thought maybe you'd just like to have it back. She asked me to be ring bearer. Anyway, that's the delivery right there. There's a message that goes along with it. She wanted me to tell you that she's agreed to marry me instead.
You're lying or you're out of your mind?
Oh, come on. Well, whatever you want to think, Cruz, but I mean, it would be easy enough to verify that. I proposed to her and she accepted. I'll tell you what it is. I think that Eden has just realized now that maybe she and I are somehow a little more suitable together than the two of you were. Now, you see how diplomatic I can be? Anyway, in case you're wondering, we haven't set an exact date for this yet, but we're both very anxious to make sure it takes place as soon as possible. Naturally, we'd be pleased if you'd attend. Or to be perfectly frank, you see, she'd be pleased. I'd be willing.
Hey, don't hit him, man! He is not worth the assault charge.
What are you doing here?
Riding to the rescue.
You know, I think you need just a little bit of time to adjust, Cruz. But in case you are not able to, I mean, I'm very happy to take you on whenever you have some time, all right? But, look, I gotta go right now. The gentleman I've been waiting for is waiting for me. Excuse me. Judge Raleigh? Kirk Cranston.
Oh, glad to meet you, Clerk. It's a pleasure to get to know you. Now, your father's told me so much about you.
Oh, yes, and he's told me plenty about you, too, Judge. In this case, he actually said that you'd be the best man for me to talk to about it. Could we sit down?
Sure.
All right.
What can I do for you?
Well, I want to talk to you about a wedding, Judge. I think you'll agree with me. It's a rather unusual circumstance here, but I was hoping that you could help me with it.
Gina, don't open this door. I'm going to break it in.
Go away, Mason! I'm not gonna open anything!
All right, I warned you.
No, stop!
You're a very foolish woman, Gina. You never know when you've gone too far. Now, where's the will?
I may be foolish, Mason, but I'm not stupid.
All right, I'll find it myself. Meanwhile, let's put you away for safekeeping.
What are you doing?
I'm going to put you in the closet, Gina, for your own personal safety, because if I don't find what I'm looking for, you're going to be in great physical danger.
No, Mason, please don't. I'm claustrophobic.
Fine, this will give you a chance to overcome it. And if you don't, you can practice it.
Mason! Let me out of here!
Shut up, Gina! Gina! What's this? Well, I don't believe it.
What? What do you have?
I must say I'm shocked, Gina. Still haven't been able to kick the old habits, have you? After all we did to cure you.
Mason, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me out of here!
You mean all the roads are blocked?
Well, yeah, I think they are, honey. Probably to traffic.
How can they get us out then?
Oh, Brandon, you don't have to worry about that because there are people around here that they know these woods like you know your own house, like the state troopers and the fire rangers. And hey, you know what? Mason used to come up here when he was little.
Did he go to camp here?
Yes, he did.
I wish Mason was here now. Someone to help us.
I know. Now, come here. Oh, I promise you that someone's going to come and rescue us real soon. And you know what I bet? I bet that people are hearing about this fire on radio and television right now. Someone will be here. We're just going to have to be very patient. And we're going to have to be very, very brave because it might be a little while before they rescue us.
Listen to the wind. Is the fire all around us?
What the hell are you doing, mister? I'm sorry. Excuse me. You're heading right in for the fire here. Your road's supposed to be turned off. I know, but I've got to get up to that fire line. My grandson is trapped on that ridge up there. You ain't going to do it in that car, pal. I know that. Look, let me have one of your horses. I'll buy him, take my car, anything, please. I've got to get to that kid.
All right, now. And keep your money. My name and address is on the saddle there. You get that horse back to me, you hear? There you go. And good luck to you.
Thanks.
You'll need it.
The owl said to the woodcutter,
Well, if you don't cut down my tree, I promise that you and your family will have enough food for the rest of your whole life.
and the woodcutter said,
I don't know if I can believe that.
So the owl came down from the tree, and in his mouth he had an enormous golden plate. And he said to the woodcutter,
If you put this plate on your table tonight, tomorrow morning, you will have all the food you ever need in your whole life.
And the woodcutter said,
I don't know if I can believe a talking owl.
What's the matter? Brandon, do you hear that? Brandon, is that a helicopter?
How do we get into land?
Okay, I want you to stay here, honey. You promised me. You're going to stay right here, and I'm going to go out.
Can I come?
No, I can't have you come. I want you to keep this towel. If there's too much smoke gets in here, I'm not going to be gone long, and I'm not going to go far. But I want you to keep the towel over your face. What I'm going to do is take a mirror I have in here, and I'm going to try to signal them, okay?
Be careful and come back.
Don't you worry, I will. Now you stay here and use the towel if you need it.
The fire's spreading so fast.
That's not all. This wind's really starting to kick up. If we don't watch it, we're going to have to turn back.
No, you can't do that.
Listen, I have no choice, lady.
Hey, look, Santana, look, there's a car down there. It looks like my dad's car. Look, there's a fire station over there. Why don't you see if you can raise somebody?
I'll give it a try. This is Chopper 4, the fire station. Anybody there? Over. There's probably nobody. They've already all been evacuated by now, but...
I read you loud and clear. Chopper 4, come in.
Yeah, we're looking for a Lionel Lockridge. He was driving a car very much like the one that's parked down there now. Is he there? Over.
Well, a while back I ordered some guy out of here, but he had car trouble and couldn't leave.
Is he with you? Over.
Negative. I saw him on horseback heading for higher ground. The man's crazy. He could get killed up there.
Hey, look, what's that down there?
Well, I wanted my revenge, Gina, and it looks like I've found a way to get it. Of course, I hope to find other ways, but this isn't a bad start.
Mason, I don't know what you're talking about. Please let me out of here.
Not quite yet, Gina. I haven't found what I was looking for. I know that will's here somewhere, and once I find it, that'll be the last hold you have over me.
Mason, if you let me out of here, I'll show you where it is.
Oh, but sorry, Gina. I've lost my trust somewhere along the line. You had to work pretty fast this time. Maybe you could have gotten careless. What's this?
What?
Found a masking tape and scissors, a way to tape something somewhere.
Mason, let me out of this closet. I'm gonna suffocate.
Try screaming a little less, Gina. You'll save your energy and you'll save my hearing. Giving me a terrible headache. I thought so. Where there's a way, there's a will. And there it is. Okay, Pandora. You can come out of your box now.
Look at this mess. You've destroyed my room.
Yeah, I was doing my Charles Foster Kane imitation. Don't worry, the servants will clean it up for you.
I'll get even with you, Mason. I hope you're satisfied now. Were
I'm going downstairs to have a drink. Like to join me? We have a lot to talk about.
Well, I don't know why you're so smug. I don't know what you think you found, Mason.
I found what I'm looking for, Gina. And if you want to come downstairs, we can talk about it. All about it.
Oh. Mason?
Come on, let's blow this pop stand.
There's no way that could happen. There is no way. Listen, man, I'm gonna stick around for a while, see if Eden shows up.
What happens if she does?
Then I'm gonna talk to her and see where that jerk gets off saying he's gonna marry her.
Please use your head here. If he's talking about marriage, he is not lying.
You gonna tell me that Eden could marry a creep like that? Get serious. Unless...
No, unless what? What do you think?
Man, this could be tied up in that thing that almost happened to Mr. C.
But the marriage? I don't see how that computes.
Look, I'll tell you, I think Kirk is the one who tried to pull the plug and maybe somehow convinced Eden that she did it. It could have happened that way. How do you know it didn't? Maybe he's blackmailing her into marriage.
Well, I know where you were coming from, and you are reaching way out there.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Maybe Eden's trying to protect him. I could see her doing something like that.
Now, why don't you just face facts? The woman is getting married to another man. Now, your pride is insulted by this. But she's not going to be the first dame that walked out on
you face facts. Eden could never marry Kirk Cranston. I mean, even if she thought she should for some who knows what reason, she'd never go through with it, man. That's the last thing in the world I gotta worry about.
Yeah, that's a load off my mind, anyway. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to make a phone call to you.
Yeah. Anyway, you see, the problem is my fiancée is away on business right now, or at this moment. But we want to be married as soon as she gets back. The trouble is, we can't really wait for a blood test and that 3-day waiting period, or whatever it is now.
Well, I imagine it could be waived if there's an emergency of some sort.
Oh, well, that's good to know, because really there is. You see, as soon as she gets back, we have to go on a business trip out to Alaska.
Oh.
Now, we'd like to turn that into a little bit of a honeymoon.
I see. Yeah. Oh, what day is she due back?
I'm not really sure what the day is. I only know that we want to get married as soon as possible. I'd just like to give her this good news.
Considering the fact that you're Jack Lee's boy, I think I can manage to help you out on that.
Well, Judge, that's wonderful of you. Well, I'm delighted, and I'm sure Eden will be, too.
Well, I'm not so young that I can't remember what it was like when I was in love, too. I hope I never grow so old that I forget that.
Mark, thanks for this.
For what?
For driving me around, for listening to me.
Oh, forget it. I'm glad I can be a friend.
Well, you are a friend. I just hate to impose on you.
Mary, you know how much you've done for me since I got here? And don't you think I'd like to give some of that back?
So what do I do?
About Mason.
No, I know what I'm doing about Mason. That is over. I didn't know what kind of a man he was, but I know now the things that he concealed from me. No, it's just over.
Okay. So, you want maybe I should beat him up for you?
You remember in 10th grade when you had that fight with Andy Higgins?
Yeah. It was over you. He put a dead mouse in your gym shoe, so I told him to take it out.
I still can't believe he did that.
Well, Mary, you could never believe people misbehave.
I still can't, I guess. You know, that is one of the million things that I loved about the convent. Misbehaving was a very low ebb among the sisters. You're wonderful people.
Yeah, well, not like the rest of us, huh?
Not like some of the rest of us, anyway. I guess I have to give my notice at the Capwells.
Why?
Why? Mason.
Mary, do you want to quit?
No. I mean, I guess that some other nurse will be just as concerned for C.C. Capwell, but I don't know, you get so attached to patients and committed to them. Well, listen to me telling you. I mean, you know that. No, I don't want to quit.
Then maybe you shouldn't.
But Mason lives there, Mark. I run into him all the time.
Then ignore him.
You've met him. You can't do that.
Well, then you just tell him where to go, Mary.
I have, in so many words. He doesn't take no for an answer. It seems to spur him on.
All right. That's it. That settles it. I'm just going to have to beat him up. Mary, don't quit your job. That poor old man needs the best he can get right now, and they're never going to find anyone better than you. Keep your job, Mary. Don't let Mason ever take that away from you. It's bad enough that he's put you through what he already has.
Boy, things were easier in 10th grade.
Yeah, those were the days.
I mean, you know, the little things that seem so important, the problems that seem like the end of the world.
Yeah, they never told us things got harder, did they?
No. Just as well, though, probably would have spoiled things for us.
Yeah, you're right. You know what my biggest problem was in the 10th grade?
What?
I was wondering why you liked Andy Higgins more than me.
I didn't.
You did, too. Even after he put that mouse in your shoe. You know, I think you liked him more after he did that. Now, why is that?
Well, I liked you better in the 11th grade.
Sure, I remember that. Got to kiss you at the junior prom.
Yeah. You know, that's the last kiss I had for, I don't know how many years.
It's that bad, huh?
Oh, no, it's very nice. But that was the summer that I started seriously considering being a nun. No connection, I promise.
Boy, our lives took different paths after high school, huh?
That's so different when you think about it. Well, I mean, yeah, a doctor and a nun, they seem like nothing in common, but they're both about service. I mean, that's what nuns do, you know. They serve. We don't just... They don't. Just sit around and pray and do embroidery, you know. I mean, they pray and then they work, they teach, they heal, they nurse, they give service, which is what you've been doing. Mark, you haven't told me much about your work.
Oh, no, you don't. We're here to talk about you.
We have talked about me. That's all we've talked about. So what, you were attached to a hospital, right?
Yes.
Are you still? I mean, are you going back there?
No, I don't think so.
Well, why not?
For a lot of reasons.
Well, like what, for instance?
Mary, it would take a lot of time to fill you in on this.
Hey, I have time.
Do you have a year?
Yeah, I have a year.
Oh. It's some other time, okay? All I really want to do right now is take you on a drive up the coast. We'll look at the water, we'll see the beach, we'll see the surfers, and I can look at the girls. Come on, we'll forget our problems and we'll go get happy.
All right.
Yeah,
all
okay.
Right.
If you're lucky, I might even buy you dinner.
Wow. Noise.
What are you talking about? It sounds better than it usually does.
Oh, you poor thing.
Don't laugh at my car. I'm going to restore this puppy. Slowly.
Yeah.
Listen, I even got the radio fixed.
But the Lake Casitas fire, which so far has blackened close to 1,000 acres, shows no sign of abatement.
Is there any way we can get a message to my mom that we spotted my dad and is okay?
You don't want to mislead her, pal. He's not okay, not by a long shot.
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is he's headed into the worst part of the fire right now. We got no way to warn him.
about to land. I'm sure I saw something.
What was it, Santa?
Some sort of a signal, like a flash of light through the smoke. Please, go down.
Can't do it, lady.
Why not?
Look, I've almost lost this baby once today in a downdraft. No way I'm going to chance it again. Sorry.
What if someone is down there trying to signal for help?
If they are in trouble, they're just going to have to wait it out until this wind dies down. Then I'll come back and try to land her.
Oh, God, please let him be all right. He's just a little boy.
Baby, were you worried?
Yes. I was worried you weren't coming back.
Oh, Brandon. I told you I was coming back. Did you really think I'd go away and leave you?
No.
No, of course not. But I'm awful sorry you were frightened.
Where's the helicopter?
Well, the helicopter, it flew away. But I signaled it with the mirror, and I'm really positive. I'm positive that it saw me.
Then why did it go away?
Probably to get gas. I imagine he went to get gas, and they'll come back for us as soon as they do that.
Honest?
Yeah, absolutely honest. Listen, we just have to be patient, and we have to wait. We're going to get out of here in no time.
Lionel!
Lionel!
Oh, thank God.
Lionel! Oh.
I'm waiting for someone.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if I turned out to be he? Can I purchase you a beverage while you're waiting?
Oh, there he is.
What happened to Kirk, or were you too busy coming on to the lady to notice?
He left.
Yeah, I can see that. Man, you're lucky. I don't suppose he said where he was going?
He was talking to some friends about meeting him or something like that. Oh, yeah. Another thing. The guy he was with was a judge. Judge Raleigh. Got the tip from the bartender.
Good, thanks. You get a gold star on that, Raleigh. Seeing friends, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a chance to get together with Eden in private and see what's going on.
Why don't you drop this? It is more trouble than it's worth. I mean, how many times are you going to slap yourself in the face with the same old fish, huh?
Don't worry about me. Why don't you? I'm getting out of here, man. You want to ride, or you want to stick around and see who else you can pick up?
There's no action here. The place is up.
Now, would you prefer the caviar or the liver pate?
I don't want either one. I want to know why you're being so nice to me all of a sudden. I don't trust you when you're being nice.
Oh, a sad comment on our relationship, Gina. Have we come so far to sink so low?
We already sank pretty low when you locked me in the closet and ransacked my room. Mason, I know what you found, so just get on with it. I'm willing to make a deal with you.
Mm-hmm. But you'd just as soon make a pact with the devil, I'll bet. Yeah, Gina, I found the will all right, but I also found something much more interesting.
They're not what you think they are.
Oh, I can see what they are, Gina. They're very clearly marked. The question is, how long have you been back on pills?
I'm not on pills. I just take them occasionally. The doctor prescribed them.
Oh, come on, Gina. Admit it. After all we went through to get you straightened out, you've gone right back to your old addiction.
Think whatever you want.
Oh, I'm going to do more than think, Gina. Now that I've got the goods on you, I'm going to act.
What are you going to do?
Put a stop to your machinations once and for all.
I'm not going to stand here and listen to your idle threats. You can't do anything to me that won't turn around and hurt you just as much in the long run.
Oh, I can stand a little hurt, Gina. The question is, how much can you tolerate?
Oh, come on, Mason, stop it. Let's both stop it. There was a time we meant a lot to each other. Remember, we still can.
Not after what you've done. You can't keep going around turning on people, Gina. It's an unpleasant habit.
You're the one who turned on me. You betrayed me, and I told you what would happen. I warned you what would happen if you did it to me. I told you you could have a fling with Mary. I don't care. But if it got serious, I would stop it.
And do you think that that kind of advance warning gives you the right to do whatever you want with people, huh?
I didn't want to do it. Just wanted to keep you, Mason.
You can't keep what you don't have. We were never in love, Gina. Why do you keep insisting that we were?
I was.
I see. And you want to punish me because you misinterpreted the situation. I'm sorry. I can't stand for that.
All right. We'll just forget it. That anything ever happened. I won't give you any more trouble, I promise. You can carry on with her. I won't say anything. I won't do anything.
I'm sorry, Gina. I'm afraid it's too late for that kind of bargain. You've already done your damage. Now it's my turn to do mine. The only difference is I won't feel sorry about it later.
Can't find the horse anywhere.
Didn't you tie it to anything?
I thought I did. He must have spooked and just run off.
I don't know. We gotta get out of here. The smoke is all around us.
We will. Just don't give up now.
No, you don't have to try to keep my spirits up. It's all right. I've been doing that with Brandon all day long, and it's exhausting. At least the two of us can face this realistically.
Listen to me. We don't have to give up hope yet. Something will turn up.
That's this! It's back!
It's the helicopter.
It's the helicopter! Get him!
This way.
I've got the flashlight.
If that flashlight works. Hang on. Brandon. Here. Come here, guy. Come on. All right. Let's go back to the roof. Come on.
So dark, and with all this smoke, how are we ever going to find them?
We've got to, Santana. We've got to get them out of... Hey, look.
What?
Look, right down there. I think I saw a flash of light. Well, maybe it's them.
Here we are! Here! Down here!
Look, there they are, right down there.
Yes! Oh, yes!
All right, I can lower the harness, but we don't have much time. Gotta get out of here in a hurry. This wind's knocking this crate around like it was a leaf.
Look, we just got here. We can't just leave them here.
I'm gonna do the best I can.
I told you we'd be okay.
Oh, Brandon! Hold on tight, Doolittle. Hold on. Hold on. Grab onto me. Grab onto me. Oh. Yes. No. Grab onto my neck. Grab onto my neck. Okay, I got you. Oh, thank God you're all right.
I can't hold her. Gotta take her up. We can't do that. There's my father down there.
And the fire, which broke out sometime around noon today, continues to rage in the Lake Casitas area. Whether or not arson was involved has not been determined, but the Forestry Service is calling in all local and volunteer firefighters to handle the rapidly spreading flames. Increasing winds in the area are expected to hamper efforts to contain the blaze, and all unauthorized...
I want to talk to Eden now.
Sorry, no chance.
Don't try to tell me you don't know where she is, man. I called her house and they haven't heard from her, so I know she's with you.
Well, what if she is?
I want to hear it from her, Kirk, about how she's going to marry you.
Well, she is. It's going to happen in about 2 or 3 days, but you can't talk to Eden right now.
And why is that?
Because she's asleep.
Don't give me that. Wake her up.
Hey, look, you keep that up, and I will call the police.
I am the police, pal.
Get out of here, Castillo. I'll be back!
yes, this is Kurt Cranston calling. I want you to find out where Eden Capwell went and tell her to get back here fast.
They won't come back, will they?
Probably not. The wind's the way they are. We'll just have to wait and see when they die down.
I think they will. Not in time. They've been like this all day.
Hey. At least we got Brandon out, huh?
Yeah, thank God. Lionel, I'm so frightened.
I know.
I'm so glad you're here. It's the heat. I can feel the heat.
Well, you didn't have it in a very good hiding place. I'm surprised you didn't put it in a safe deposit box.
I wish I had.
It's just a scrap of paper, really. Funny how much power it represents. Well, it doesn't look like you'll have it to hold over my head any longer,
Mason,
Gina.
don't.
There it is, Gina. Your last hold over me, going up in smoke.
All right, you've done it. We're even now.
Oh, no, we're not. I've just protected myself. Still have a score to settle with you. This is how I'm going to do that, Gina. These are going to be your downfall. The end of everything you've ever wanted or hoped to have.
Santa Barbara will be back at the same time tomorrow, so join us then at 2:20. Just ahead this afternoon on Sky 1, at 3:45, DJ Cat brings us more cartoons. At 3:15, it's the new Leave It to Beaver. And after the break, we're off to meet that great golden girl, Beatrice Arthur, as she brings us a musical episode of our hit comedy, Maud.